Today I want to touch about the topic of when is the best time to work out. And I mean, the short answer is there isn't one. I mean, whichever time is comfortable for you, whichever time you can make it the most, I mean, that's the kind of the best time to work out. Personally, I actually try to work out at all times of the day, even during the night, during midnight, late evenings, lunch times, afternoons, early mornings, very early mornings. And what I found out is, I mean, for me, it kind of changes based on the type of lifestyle I have, which stage of my life I'm at. So it does vary a lot. For example, I didn't really used to enjoy morning workouts at the beginning. I was always an evening person. But then, I don't know, something switched and kind of gradually I became a bit of a morning person. And now I actually don't really see myself working in the evenings, but not because I feel bad working in the evenings or I can't fall asleep or anything like that. It's mainly because it's just way more convenient for me, as I do have way more stuff happening in the evening. So for me, just mornings are more easier to work out just logistically, based on just life events, friends, and all of that stuff. But besides that, I actually also enjoy morning workouts more these days. Simply because it gives me kind of a lot of energy. I know actually some people cannot do that, and I've heard people that try to work out for quite a long time in the mornings, but they feel very tired afterwards, and then basically they can't do their job or whatever sort of that they're doing afterwards. And if for them, for example, afternoons or lunch times is the best time because they do the work in the morning and then they do the workout, and then afterwards they can sort of do something else. So it does vary from person to person. What I'm telling you right now, it's purely my personal preference and opinion, and you might vibe with that. That's fine. But on the other hand, you might try to work out, for example, in the mornings, and you feel just bad. It doesn't click with you. That's totally fine. Go in in the afternoons, go in the evenings. Even try midnight workouts if that's your jam or something like that. The key thing here is that you have to experiment with stuff. So you have to try at least couple of weeks of several workouts just to find what works for you, what doesn't. At first, it might not seem as the right thing. For example, at the start I wasn't a morning person. I tried to work out in the mornings, and I was a little bit actually miserable. So it does take time to find out which kind of thing works for you. So don't be afraid to always experiment. Let's say you tried going in the mornings, you hated it, then you tried going in the evenings, you loved it, but then at some point, just also give mornings one more try. Or if it's the opposite, if you worked out in the mornings, give it a try to work out in the evening sometime. So experiment as much as possible to find the best ideal time for you. However, the best time to work out is the one that you can actually make it the most. So there is an example, for example, with the evening workouts. If you decide to work out in the evenings, but then every other day or every week, at least something happens that prevents you going to the gym because there is an event, there is a party, there is a birthday, there is a work thing, whatever it is, then it may not be the best time to work out because you're missing your gym sessions because of the external factors. I mean, the same goes for the morning. If you decide to work out in the morning, but then you keep sort of missing your alarm clock, and then you can't go to the gym because you will be late for work or something like that, then again, mornings are probably not the best time to work out for you because you're still skipping gym sessions because of kind of internal factors, let's say, or external. Maybe you go to some kind of event in the evening which makes you go to the bed late, which makes you sort of to wake up late, and then you can't make it to the gym. So there are kind of a lot of there's always tons of stuff that will sort of make you skip gym. So I mean, your job is kind of to, be consistent on that, but you have to find out what works for you best. Maybe it's the weekends. Maybe you have the most time during the weekends. So for you, working out during the weekends is best. Go for it. As long as you go to the gym during certain hours consistently, then it doesn't really matter what time of the day it is. As long as you just go. And it's gonna, and don't worry if it changes. Like for me, as I mentioned, I used to work out actually at every single time of the day, and it did change for me. So feel free to adapt and don't stick to only mornings because that was what was working for you. Just shift it. If it works, make it happen on whatever time of the day it is. I mean, you probably already know the biggest contributor to success regarding gym and fitness and working out is consistency. So whatever makes you go to the gym the most, I mean, that's the best time to work out. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting topic. I think too many people try to confuse or debate this stuff or do whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just it doesn't matter. It's kind of the same thing with when is the best time to take your protein shakes or anything like that. It doesn't matter. Like studies show that as long as you do those things, as long as you take your protein shake, it doesn't matter when it is. Like it doesn't make actual meaningful difference. Same with working out. No, another thing is that make it also easy for you. So whatever is the most easiest and convenient, that's the one that you have to kind of take. Let's say if it's always, maybe you enjoy working out in the mornings, but then it's way more convenient for you to go in the evenings, let's say, or even during afternoons or lunchtime. Well, just do that. Convenience, I mean, it's best to combine these things, of course, but I mean, it's not always possible. So you kind of, sometimes you have to sacrifice something. I would still probably prefer the time of the day that you enjoy the most, which is probably also hopefully more convenient for you as well. Those might not too align, but enjoyment is also, it's kind of a big part. If you enjoy doing something, you likely will do that a lot, even if the external factors sort of don't allow you to go to the gym at certain times of the day. You will still, in a long term, on a yearly basis, you will be at the gym more than if you do something more convenient. But let's say you work out in the evenings, but then you feel just way too tired, or you find that it's difficult for you to fall asleep because after the workouts or something like that. So I think joyfulness and just enjoying that time of the day's workout is also kind of a big factor on deciding when would be the best time for you to hit the gym. Because if you enjoy that particular time of the day, you'll probably find a way to make it happen more often. That's kind of usually the case. I mean, I really enjoy sort of a sense that you must find enjoyment in the things that you do, and the more you find fun and enjoyment on certain things, the more you're gonna do them. It's pretty simple. We're pretty basic human beings. If we enjoy things, we'll do them more often. So what is the time of the day that you would enjoy the most? If you don't know, then well, good for you. You have to just experiment and try and see. If you already went certain times of the day, change it up. Maybe that was the key that you, for example, skipped the gym or just canceled your membership because you You just figured out, hey, I'm gonna work out in the evenings because that seems the most convenient for me after work, but then you don't feel that good or too tired, and you went into the gym for like I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks, and then you canceled because you didn't feel good. Give it a go, but just on different times of the day. That is my biggest suggestion. Always experiment. It's the same with like if you don't enjoy gym, if you don't enjoy the gym, that means something with your workout is not working for you. Try something different. Always experiment. Sometimes it's a bit annoying because when you're like personally, when I'm experimenting with something, it's not pleasant. Let's say I force myself to go to gym in the evenings. Well, that's gonna be inconvenient for me, and then for the first few weeks I'm gonna feel like not the best, let's say, right? So experimentation does take a bit of more discipline, because it does sometimes take the joy out of things, because you kind of are trying new things. When you try new things, it's a lot more difficult to enjoy them, unless you hit something for the first time, and then this is the thing that you always wanted to do, and then it's amazing. But even with the workout, sometimes you try a new workout, and because it's the first time you try it, your muscles are not used to it, so you feel kind of a bit awkward. It's not the best. So you have to try an experiment, but also don't overdo it with experiments. If you try too many experiments at once or at the same time or in the same couple of weeks, you're gonna exhaust yourself, and then you're not gonna feel good. The main point is to find what works as fast as possible, at least one thing, and then slowly move up to the other thing. So first, try a couple of times, different times, going to different times of day, and go to the gym at these times. And don't push yourself. Make it a couple of weeks, maybe once or twice per week only do a different day. Maybe and after then a month or even couple of months, you will find out what sort of works for you. But don't push it. I personally it took me, I don't know, several months of working out at different times of day to fine tune what kind of works for me. And it did vary a lot because it did vary for me a lot because of what I used to do, in terms of was I studying, was I working full time, was I doing my own thing. So it varies a lot based on this. What is your situation? Will it change soon? If it will change soon, well, it might, your best time to go to the gym might change as well. So keep that in mind. All of these are important little details. But if you don't find something in the first month, that's fine. It might be a bit annoying that you don't feel comfortable working out any time of the day, maybe then there's something wrong with the gym, with maybe clothes, maybe your fitness trainer, or maybe your workouts, the things that you do that you don't seem to enjoy that much. So there might be also a huge amount of other factors that impact why this time of day doesn't sort of work for you. So also, don't beat yourself, especially if you're new to the gym. It might be the time of day, it might be the actual workout. So we're coming back to the same thing, experimentation. You have to kind of experiment and see what types of workouts you like. You have to see what times is the best for you to go to the gym. Same with even the supplements. What is the best time to take them? What's the most convenient, or whatever. Gym is a long-term thing. Whatever you do, it's gonna take a lot of time. And some people, I think most of the people skip gym or quit gym because they don't how to kind of formulate this, they don't try enough things for enough time, if that makes sense. There is so much with the gym in terms of workouts, supplements, nutrition, times of working out. It's crazy. You can't push all of those things into one and then sort of from day one eat clean, go to the gym at always the same time of the day when you haven't even tried other times of the day. Do like one workout program and then never change that because the first time you tried it worked for you. It's probably very unrealistic. So gym has a lot of different things that you are involved in. So one step at a time. And in today's topic was when is the best time to work out? So try it, see it, select some of the slots that kind of work for you, enjoy the most, and hopefully those are the most convenient for you. Try to stick to them. But then again, after a couple of months, after half a year, don't be afraid to switch it up. That's it for me. Okay. Ciao.